To me, I think it was just any other game. We're definitely starting to look more as a team, though, in my opinion. I think our offense is starting to click better, and our defense is just insane. They're so good. I don't think Alvirne had a first down on them at all until the second half. Yeah, I love our defense. And, offensively, I think we're just starting to click more and more every game.
I think overall we did a good job in the assignments we had. So I see a lot of positive out of it. But with the competition, we need to make sure we do our assignments well.
Just everyone was just still going hard, no matter what the score was. Just getting our mental reps in.
I thought it was pretty cool that we didn't go first down till I think the last play of the first half was their first down.
It takes a lot of pressure off me, actually. Our defense is just insane. They're able to make stops, and our linemen, they're just making plays. Linebackers flying up every time, and our DBs just making plays on the ball and doing what they got to do. So it definitely takes a lot of pressure off me, and makes me feel that even if we do get a 4-and-out, we're going to be able to live to fight another day because our defense has been able to make stops constantly.
Wide up. Hip to hip, give him a shot. Tucker's eyes are right on the linebacker. His shoulders haven't turned. Then he squares up on the linebacker. Then he squares up there. If his feet weren't together, I'd say we're in really good shape. When linemen's feet are together, we're going to lose blocks, right? Yep. That's what happens. So you guys are getting there. You're pretty close to getting that down. It's not easy, and you got to do it full speed. The best way to get good at it is to keep doing it. So the more you guys are out there, the better you'll get at it. Hopefully you can improve on that. Good, Tucker. Much better. Instead of locking on the down lineman, climb the backer. Malone, good job seeing the backer. Byron, actually, good job there. Tim, good job.
Ooh, offense versus defense. I wanna say our defense because I don't know.
Yeah.
Defense for sure. Yeah, it depends on what the defense is doing because our offense can be a little tricky at times, but I think that we see it in practice a lot when we're doing just 7-on-7s or even 11-on-11 full contact. The defense usually sets the tone. The defense usually keeps it at our.
I would say defense, our defense, our linemen's pretty good, and our DBs. I'd say that we got a couple picks on Casey and them, but our defense is pretty good.
It's a battle. We do it in the one or two practices we have every week. We do 11-on-11s, and it's not always the first defense. It might be a prep team defense, but we really we got a good prep team, and I think that makes us better because with a lot of twos and guys replacements in, we can still compete on prep team D and prep team offense. So I think it'd be back and forth week to week.
I don't like letting up points personally. I know people on defense, other players on defense, they don't like giving up points. They don't even like giving up 10-yard runs and stuff. So I don't know. And I know Casey in the backfield with Connor, that's kind of intimidating, but I like our odds on defense, but obviously we have to make sure we keep improving, keep up with them.
Casey probably said otherwise, but no, I'd say defense all the way.
I'd say offense, obviously. Me and Damian Jackson, our middle linebacker, we argue about it all the time, who's better. And then in practice, we go at it, we go hard, and it's usually a 50-50 thing. They'll stop us, we'll score, they'll pick it off sometimes, we'll score again. It's back and forth, and it's a good show.
I wouldn't want to face our offense 100% honest.
Personally, going up against that offense, it's intimidating having sometimes a dual tight end, one tight end, Connor in the backfield, Melanson in the backfield at the same time as Connor, then having Casey there with the option to run, pass, throw, whatever. It's intimidating as playing them as a defense.
I wouldn't want to because, our offense is just, it's so, fast-paced, and you would get tired quickly because you really, wouldn't know what to expect after. We could probably go deep or do a little screen pass to Borg. So you guys, like, no one ever knows what happens next.
I would, personally, because I love a good game. I think it would be a really good game because Casey's really good with like his pass game. He's making on-point throws all the time, and I think the only reason that our defense is kind of slacking is our pass coverage, and that's only at points. We're really good with stopping the run, and Casey and Connor, you know, they're both big runners and stuff. So I think it'd be probably the most exciting game that we would ever see. So I would really look forward to playing.
Our offense versus defense. We do it in practice sometimes, and we actually only have one guy that goes both ways, and another guy that kind of 1.5 ways type of thing. So we put our offense against defense on the field occasionally during practice. Usually when we do, I'd say the defense has the upper hand. I think our defensive line is better than our offensive line, for example. I think Connor Bork can make explosive plays. That's what can happen. And passing game, you know, we got some explosive guys there, so we'll hit a play once in a while. But as far as consistently moving on them, it really doesn't happen.
The biggest thing that you will gain from yoga is learning how to breathe, because it will support faster running, higher jumping, and harder kicks. And that is yoga. Feet are down. That's your anchor. Exhale. Push just into a modified push-up back to child's pose. Your hands will slide back. So here we go. In yoga, our breath always leads our movement. We lean forward, inhale. Exhale, lower with control. Cobra, press your feet and hips into the floor, chin tuck. Exhale, pull the belly in. You all know what a push-up is, and it should be super easy. Again, inhale. Ready? Let's move it nice and smooth. Don't drop in the back. Bring the knee right under your head and stack your hips. You really want to stack your joints. Okay, elbow comes into the belly and the knee comes in. Fire up the belly, inhale, extend out. Bring it in, exhale. Pull. Reach, pull in. Reach, flex the foot. That's going to fire up the back body. Exhale, pull in. One more, reach. Pull in. Good. Down to all fours. Stretch back to back. Interlace your fingers. If you press the heels of the hands together, great. Exhale, hinge your hips. Inside the thigh. Do not rest on the thigh. Let your head completely drop and the neck soften. Full deep breath.
Holy crap.
Shoulders away from the ears. Lock up your shoulder blades. You're on your shoelaces, guys, not on your toes. On your shoelaces, and then roll it back. Nice deep breath.
Gee.
Walk your feet to your hands. Have a seat.
Let's do.
So, quietly. Pay attention to your breath. Top of your head to your tailbone, nice and even. Lower your body down. Press your shoelaces into the floor. If you have shoelaces on, and you're going to back extend. Exhale, reach, push up back into child's pose. So you slide the hands back up in. Left leg is out. Flex your foot hard. Right arm, left leg. Pull it up, pull it up. Good. And come to all fours. Drop back to child's.
They have a different defense every week. They'll have a different defense for you guys. They got some speed out there. They got some size here especially. Mostly man coverage quarterbacks. But we don't know how to tell you what they're going to be. And this is a 42 basically, but both backers are outside because the 4 down linemen are all inside. So it's kind of like the Keen stuff, so we'll show you some more of that stuff. They could catch you, right? So any snap, it could be a loss of 2, but if you stay with it long enough, stuff's going to break. And we got some guys that can take you to the house when it does break. Early in the year against Bedford, they showed some bear defense. So it's head up the center, 2 guys on the guards and 2 ends outside, and they would blitz the middle linebackers. They'll bring 6 guys a fair amount.
I do actually. You know, Coach Huff has made it pretty clear though that this team has athletes and they can beat us. So we need to focus on South first, obviously. But you know, with Bedford so close, it is definitely getting some of our players' minds.
But we can't just overestimate or underestimate a team. You know, we gotta come out strong still. We still gotta play at our best, and you know, any given Friday, really, it could be any game, any time. You know, Central last year, they were, I want to say, 0-5, 0-6 or something like that, and they beat us in the 4th quarter. So you really can't underestimate any team, especially in the sport of football.
Every team does stuff well. They got a big receiver, they got a big tight end. That's something we always look out for. Every team has their something. Never know what they're going to come out with, but you got to expect something.
Definitely, defensively, we're going to be tested a lot more passing defense. So this week we've been trying to work on that and trying to like get better, because we really haven't been tested that much on a pass defense. We've been mostly run defense. So I think we have to try and stay and like focus on how we're going to cover and pass, and like make sure we know our like assignments and do our job.
You know, we were watching film and they just have so many different looks on defense that we're going to have to adjust to. So, you know, Coach told us, like, they're going to be able to, they will stop us sometimes. We'll maybe have a 2-yard loss, but if we just stick with what we know and stick with what we're doing, we should be able to move the ball.
So just not to take them lightly, because anything could happen.
Kind of, but in reality, we just have to try and stay focused on the week we're on right now, and that's playing South. So we have to focus on them before we can move on to next week. We have to make sure we get the job done Friday before we can start thinking about Bedford.